Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Theresa here. It is January 31st, 2016, Sunday morning. It is 8:58 a.m. Yes, I'm up early, people. Before I go on, I don't think my children watch my vlogs. But in case they do, a very, very, very happy 30th birthday to my daughter, Kimberly. My youngest daughter turned 30 today. Yikes, where has time gone? Just hard to imagine that, 30 years ago. But, yeah, I went to bed last night at 11:30. I was tired, and I want to try and turn my sleep pattern around a little bit, because yesterday was another struggle for me as far as pain-wise, and also I think I'm not getting enough sunlight hours, and since my sleep pattern has been turned around and I've been not getting up until 10 or 11, I'm missing all of the morning sunlight hours. And I do love the peacefulness and the quietness of the morning. So I'm up early, and I'm trying to, like I said, trying to turn around this sleep pattern that's been so wacky for a while. But first off, everybody grab your coffee, okay? This is my purple boba cake for coffee. Oh, so good. So good. So good. So, let's do the weather. We got some more snow last night. It's very pristine and white looking. It is quite beautiful out this morning. And then all the shadows. And I'm watching a couple bunnies in the backyard chasing each other. And they're doing their hop, hop, hop because the snow is rather deep. We got, probably about 3-4 more inches. You know how it's all sparkly, the snow, as the sun comes off of it. And then you have all the shadows from the trees and all the pine trees in my neighbor's backyard. The snow is very heavy, so the branches are all bowed down. I always call it gracefully bowing. Quite beautiful. So, yeah, I'm sitting here at my kitchen table today, getting in a little bit of sun, watching outside and stuff. Let's see what the weather is. The weather is, it is 13 degrees out, but real feel temperature is 0. The high will be 29, and the low will be 14. And supposed to get snow later today, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So, that's what that is. That's okay. We don't have to go anywhere. Yesterday I wasn't feeling real hot. I was just achy all over, and that seems to happen when the temperature drops real fast and we have a storm coming in. My arthritis really, really kicks into high gear. My rheumatoid arthritis and my osteoarthritis. So, from my shoulders all the way down just really hurt. I even took some leave. And I just felt overtired. And I'm not sure. And it might have been because the day before I cleaned house and I rearranged the front room, which means I was moving furniture and stuff. So I did. I took it easy. I did not go downstairs and work or anything, but I did end up coming home early from work because his back was killing him. So he came home about an hour and a half early, or I guess 2 hours, because by the time he got home. But he came home a couple hours early. we did end up ordering pizza. We order pizza maybe once a year, maybe twice. But we ordered pizza, which was a really good treat, and I really, really enjoyed it. I didn't realize that Pizza Hut now lets you pick your own sauces. Well, I really like a white sauce. So I had their garlic parmesan white sauce. And I just had grilled chicken and some some hamburger, and some ham, and then some mushrooms and olives on mine, and it was very good. We did that. We watched a couple movies. Brad had never seen the movie Foxcatcher before, which is about John DuPont, which is a true story about how he just if you type in John DuPont, it's a true story. You can find videos about it in the case about him and Dave Briggs and Mark Briggs on YouTube, and this was a movie made after that about that. I'm not gonna say anything more than that because I don't want to spoil it for anybody. So we watched that. I did some looming. I finished a hat. And I started another one. I tried something a little different, and I'm still kind of on the fence about it. I did the closure different. I did it just straight across. And then put this, and this you can see that night sky yarn a little bit better. This is that Lionheart, very soft, and then I had a double-stranded some eyelash stuff. But anyway, I'll show you guys, since this is mine. See, you can wear it like this, or you can put it back like this if you want. So, either way. So what do you guys think about closure? I've seen other people do the closure this way. I'm still kind of on the fence about it, but since it's mine, so finish that one up. If anybody's interested, wants to order one like that, I will certainly do you a special order. Then I started another one. I'm using this it's showing up. This is the hot neon orange or pink. Hot neon pink. I know it showed up orange in the camera. And I have paired it with this variegated pinks, light yellows, light greens, and whites to make another hat. Like this, and you can see the brim now, how it's variegated. Let's see, I'm gonna pull this up. You guys can see this. It variegates into different colors. But anyway, this is what I got on my loom right now. So got that going. Brad is home today. He is indisposed and busy at the momento. And you can hang on just a second. I gotta let my dog in. I don't want him to be outside in the cold. Come on, Beagle. Come on in, my love. Come here. I gotta put her diaper back on her, guy. Hang on, Mama. CJ,
You still working on your video?
Yeah.
Okay. Come here, CJ. Come on.
No. Yeah. It's cold enough. I didn't want it because the real feel temperature is 0, honey.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. Say good morning to everybody.
Good morning, everybody.
So, we've been up just kind of messing around. We're going to do laundry today, and we're going to go downstairs together and do some sorting and all that kind of good stuff. And look at that hair. I tried a hat on, now my hair is all.
Okay.
But anyway, so we're gonna go downstairs and do all that kind of fun stuff.
Jasper.
And Brad's gonna fight with the cat.
I'm
and
gonna
lose.
win this time.
No, you lost.
No, he got down.
I think he said bad stuff about you. I think he might have unfriended you.
Probably. I'm used to it.
But one of the things I want to talk about is, and this is something I'm very bad about, is forgiving yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Especially for mistakes you've made in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody talks about forgiveness, forgiving other people, and letting the past go. Well, for a lot of us, the biggest thing is we need to forgive ourselves. Because until we forgive ourselves, we cannot really let the past truly go. You know, and for me, sometimes forgiving somebody isn't so much as forgiving them. It's forgiving the events that happened so I can let go of them and move on. So they no longer plague my mind and bother me. You know, and that's been my hardest life lesson, is to forgive myself, to look at myself and say, you know, at that point in time, I was a totally different person.
Mm-hmm.
I had, you know, whatever going on that was really clouding my normally good judgment. You know, got off track. I have to forgive myself and move on. Because if you get stuck in the past, that's where you always stay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, is stuck in the past. You never ever move forward. You know, and that goes for forgiving ourselves. You know, and again, at where it comes into play that if you don't feel like you've been, maybe something bothers you that you did to somebody, or you know that you should have handled that situation better. If you need to, write it out with the intention of never giving it to that person. And, you know, it'll just make you feel better. You know, to write it out and then just destroy it, or, you know.
You've always been a big advocate of that.
Well, it works really well for me. You know, to even type something out and then just delete it, or, you know, I've even just sat there and torn it up or burned it, or, you know, it helps get rid of all those negative feelings. You know, call it kind of a cleansing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, cleansing of the soul.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but I think that's the hardest thing, is forgiving ourselves for mistakes we've made in the past. I know I have greatly, Brad can tell you, struggled with that.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, you have to say, you know, that was not me.
Yeah.
You know, that was not me. And, you know, if people are always going to remember you because of one incident you did and not remember the whole multitude of
good stuff.
They never were your friend, or they never were really your family that was supposed to love you.
Uh-huh.
You know, whether it was a big thing or a little thing.
Yep.
You know, but you have to just, you know, carry on and just let go.
Mm-hmm.
Let it go. Let it go.
I knew that was coming.
You know. Right, honey?
Right, baby.
Brad's been having a rough week of it. It's one thing I want to talk about one more time. I know you guys are tired of hearing it, but oh well. Please treat salespeople and clerks and stuff very, very nicely, because you may feel like you may be very frustrated with maybe, let's say, a price of a product in a grocery store or any store. But it is not that grocery clerk's fault, or that cashier, or the associate, as they want to call them. Just like if you're in a car dealership and you're not getting the numbers that you think you want or you think you should have, Don't take it out on that salesperson. They're only doing what they're allowed to do. They've got a manager right behind them giving them numbers. They don't control. And everybody thinks that salesman controls those numbers. No, they don't. They don't. They're going right behind you to their higher up, and their higher up is giving numbers, and they're coming back to you with those numbers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but instead of taking it out on that salesperson, if you want to see if the manager will speak to you or not, you know, but don't take it out on that poor salesperson, whether they work in a car dealership or they work in a clothing store or a grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
They don't control the prices. They don't control what is going on. They don't control the return policy. They don't control what is ordered in for product. They don't control, you know, what you and a vehicle, what you might get for trade or anything. And that gets very hard for those workers, because you may think you're the only person upset and coming at them. You're not. And I tell you what, when you have multiple people in a day just biting your face off, it really wears on a person. Because, you know, they have feelings too.
Mm-hmm.
And they're human too, and they're just trying to do a job. You know, especially, you know, if you're working with a car salesman and stuff, I don't think you guys realize they're commission only, a lot of them. So, you know, no, they don't want to lose your deal. And when they can't make a deal happen, they're not happy about it either, because they've just spent all those hours working with you and have gotten zero.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, yes, they want to try and make a deal happen too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so, you know, I heard somebody else make a vlog, and they were talking about how, you know, they were frustrated, and their husband was frustrated, and they just walked out of the car dealership. And it's like, don't take it out on the car salesman because, you know, circumstances and you guys being frustrated. That's not fair. I mean, you know, try to treat everybody how you want to be treated in life, because you never know. And I learned a lesson early on in my life when I first started working, was that you never want to treat anybody poorly, because you never know if you might be working with them on the next job, or one of their family members, or a friend. I mean, you know, how are you going to feel if you treat somebody really poorly? Let's say he works at a grocery store. You're having a bad day and you rip this poor cashier's head off. Well, you don't think anything of it and you go home. How are you going to feel in 2 days if they walk into your place of business?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You wouldn't want them doing the same thing to you. So, anyway, be nice to everybody that you come in contact with, and please don't treat anybody, whether they're washing your car or checking out your groceries, or, you know, if they're a nurse, or, you know, if they're selling vehicles, or, you know, if they're cleaning your teeth, please don't treat them like they're beneath you. Because we're all the same. We put on our pants all the same way every morning. And I was always taught that there's no job that is beneath you as long as it is a legal job.
Mm-hmm.
If you're doing honest, hard work, and it is not something that is illegal, it is an honorable job.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, that's just my little opinion, and
Little taste of wisdom.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I don't know if they'll think it's wisdom, but just how I feel about life. And, you know, if anything, I always go out of my way to be extra nice to a waitress or a cashier or anybody, you know, like that, because I know, and I've done those jobs, and I know how hard they are, and I know how poorly you get treated. So, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Anything you guys say?
No, I think you covered it all really well.
Okay. Well, I love you guys.
Love you too.
And I think you're awesome. And I cherish you guys. I hope you all have a great Sunday. And we will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.